So my name is Paul Newton. I'm the Retail Operations Director, so essentially I work at the coalface of the business, in the shops and with the franchisees and the corporate store managers running the business day to day. Well, that involves sort of a plethora of different things, really. I mean, we're dependent on who the franchisee is or at what stage of development that particular franchisee is. It might mean helping support them on the financial side of the business, in understanding the mechanics of the back end of the business. It may be that there are operational issues with staff or with training, any aspect of the business really. I'm there to provide that support for the franchise network and for the corporate stores. I've been with the business for 11 years, so I basically spent the whole of my career within the flooring trade with several national retailers and regional retailers previously. So I joined back in 2011 and I've enjoyed working with the network ever since. There are, of course, a toolbox that we require people to have really to succeed in sales. But I always feel that what we're operating in is very much a sales environment, and sales really is an attitude, and that attitude is all about communication. It's about being able to communicate with people on various levels. We get, the whole spectrum of society coming into our stores, and we want to be able to service all of their requirements. So it's really about wanting to communicate with people, it's about wanting to help people. We want to give them the very best possible service we can, and if you've got the right attitude for that, then I think that's a really good foundation to build on for the future. And of course, in a business of this size, there are various sort of progressions within it that people can make. Many people have joined us in warehouse positions and gone right the way through the business to either franchise or store manager. So there are lots of opportunities within the business, but it really is all about having that right attitude, that can-do attitude, and that will to succeed, that determination. I'd say the culture of the business is a very progressive one. It's obviously solely owned by Paul there, who himself is an entrepreneur, so that's the whole feel of the business. It's a very sort of entrepreneur-led business. For the right individuals who thrive in that sort of environment, it's a fantastic place to be. Well, I would say get on board and join in what is really a very exciting sort of business to operate in. It's a very dynamic business. You're meeting different people every day. You're dealing with different members of the public. You're having to deal with fitters, with different situations. All of that provides a real sort of dynamic environment in which to work. I think a flooring background can be very helpful. It can be very useful, and certainly in the more senior positions it can be a big bonus. But I think, just going back to what I was saying a little bit earlier on, if you've got the right attitude and you're prepared to work at it and you're prepared to learn and absorb, then there's absolutely no reason why, if you've got the basic skills that we require, and you've been involved in a face-to-face selling environment, no reason at all why you can't thrive here. Yeah, we have various collaborations with training organisations. So in terms of actually putting the sort of meat on the bones in terms of what flooring's all about, that's the easy part really. So long as people have got that right sort of sales attitude, then I think they can succeed. It really is a sales job, because the average buying cycle on flooring is about a 5-year buying cycle. People come into our stores, maybe they know what colour they want and maybe they've got some idea of budget, but beyond that they don't really know a great deal, and it's up to us and our salespeople to fill in all those gaps that are there with the consumer. So it's about us providing them with the tools to do that. I would say people really, because to be a salesperson really you need to be a people person, and I think if you've got to enjoy dealing with people, you've got to enjoy communicating with people and all that entails. So I would say the people.